Good morning, it is Wednesday the 21st of August. I've come out at 9 AM to try and get a bit of a feel for what the morning creatures are like, should I say. I was hoping to get out a little bit earlier, to be honest, but I was a little bit busy with the little one, with there being some holidays. So I will see how we get on today. It seems a bit sunnier today than it has been the last day or two. However, it is quite cool. So there's not really any kind of local events going on or anything. But I will have a little drive around now and see if we can bump into anything. So I will update you shortly. Quick little update, it's just approaching 10:30, so it's been nearly an hour and a half. I've had 2 jobs, so it took almost 20 minutes for my first job to come through. That was an Uber X from Ormskirk over to Knowsley Industrial Estate Way. That was £11.84 and that was for 9.8 miles. Just after I dropped them off, I then got an Uber XL Seaforth over to Farmer Ted's, which is Ormskirk way. I got to run about 3 or 4 miles for it. I took it because obviously it was just so quiet, but it was £15.76 for 7.1 miles. But then, like I said, I ran a good, at least 3 miles for it, so it was at least 10 miles. And that was it, just them 2 jobs up to now, so that's £27.60 for the first hour and a half, which isn't the greatest, but yeah, beggars can't be choosers really. I mean, it's a little bit quieter. I think I'm kind of doing, like the first one was obviously a guy going to work, so that's kind of like a normal day. Obviously we're in the summer holidays, so I've just taken a family then going to Farmer Ted's, so obviously you wouldn't be doing that when it's not in the summer holidays, so maybe it would be even quieter then, I'm guessing. Not too sure, but I'm in Ormskirk now, like I said, so I'm probably just going to swing by Southport because that's probably a little bit more populated. And then if I don't get anything in the next like 15-20 minutes, I'll probably just go home and come back out later on, because like I said, I'd rather go and spend some time with the little one, with there being some holidays, to be honest. I should have come out a little bit earlier this morning, maybe 6-7 o'clock, which I'll try and do tomorrow. But yeah, I'll give it a little bit longer because I've only just dropped off, to be fair, and I will keep you posted. Quick little update, I've just finished having a break, so I worked until 11:45. It's just come up to 2 o'clock now. I've basically been out with the family and whatnot, so I done, the last update was 10:30, and after that it was really quiet, to be honest, so I was starting to head back home. So I was driving through Southport. I then got an Uber X, which was about 100 metres away. That was going 2.9 miles for £5.34, so I'd done that. And then I was actually heading into Ormskirk to meet the missus, and I got another Uber X about a mile away, and that was £14.75 for 11.4 miles, which I was travelling anyway, so it saved me running dead miles. So for them 2 hours, it was 2 hours 45 minutes, and I was on £47.69, which at an hourly rate, I think it's just over £19. So it was really quiet. So I've just been and had some dinner, some lunch, and I'm just going to pop back out for another hour or 2. So yeah, I will keep you posted shortly. Quick little update, it is 3:15, I've just got home now. So after we spoke before, I came online, and about 10 seconds later I got a job. It was an XL, £31.65, going from Skelmersdale to Seaforth into Liverpool there, which was 12.5 miles. I only had to run about 2 miles for the job, so it wasn't too bad. It was, yeah, quite a decent paying job, to be honest. It was just a guy who'd been fishing for 2 days, but he had like loads of fishing gear with him, but it was all clean and spotless. It was 95% of it went in the boot anyway. There was only one little bag he just stuck on his knee in the back, so he had the whole thing to himself. But obviously he needed an XL because he needed to make sure it was like a big boot and everything for his stuff. So I dropped him off, and that was it. I was basically going to start heading back anyway, which was like a good half-an-hour drive. Got a few bits I need to do at home. I set my destination filter for home, didn't get a single job request all the way back from Liverpool back home. The only thing that did pop up, which I took, was a reservation for this evening. It's the same postcode as mine, going into Wigan, so it's £20.91 going 13 miles. So yeah, it's not too bad. It's probably only about a 30-second drive from my house, which will take me straight into Wigan, and then I can see what's happening around Wigan. But yeah, other than that, so for today I've done 4 hours up to now, and I've done £79.34p, which works out before expenses of £19.83 an hour. So it's not too bad, to be honest, considering, you know, it's midweek, it's during the day, so it has been quiet, but I've still managed to pull in almost £20 an hour. You know, and I keep referring back to, you can do a Saturday and be on £22-23 an hour, and you're dealing with all the drunks and fighting and everything, whereas today I feel like I've done hardly anything, but I'm still on nearly £20 an hour. So I'll see what happens later anyway when I come back out, and see if we can improve them figures going into the evening. So that booking is at, I think it's 7:30. Yeah, 7:30, so you need to be online 40 minutes beforehand, so I'm going to have to be on for at least 10 to 7. So yeah, I'll see if I get anything before that job. I'll try and come out at 6:30. Yeah, and I will catch you later. So the time is 6 o'clock. I've come back out. I noticed before that reservation is actually for Friday evening and not tonight, so luckily I double checked on that. So yeah, so I won't be setting off towards Wigan this evening. I'm just about to go back online, and I will see what it's like on it's Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah, a Wednesday evening. Yeah, I will keep you posted shortly. So it is the final update. Sorry I haven't given you any more. I know I came back out at 6 o'clock, it's now 9:30. I've just had to stop at a charger point just for 5 minutes, just to give me a little bit more just to get home, so I thought I'd do my update here. I haven't stopped, to be honest. It's actually been busy. I would normally stay out, but I'm intending on coming out more during the daytime tomorrow, and I know it, well, from experience, from the whole like 2 weeks I've been doing it, it kind of tapers off after about 10 o'clock in the evening on a weeknight, so I didn't want to fully charge now and then basically it's dead, and I've just wasted my time and my money using a fast charger. So I just thought I'll get enough just to get home, and you know, I'll go while I can, basically. So I started at 6. That's the longest basically I waited for a job. I had to wait about 12 minutes. I then got where was we? It was one from a pub, not too, it was about a 4 mile run. from where I was, which went to Banks, which is like the outskirts of Southport. That was £10.47 for 2.2 miles, but then I ran a good 4 miles, so it's about 6 at least. I then just headed on into Southport because I was probably about 4 miles from Southport, something like that. So I drove into Southport. First job, Uber X, excuse me, was £5.30 for 2.9 miles. That was just a little quick one. Most of these are just all little really like small quick jobs. I then went straight on to the next one, which was Southport to Southport. That was £7.92 plus a £2 tip, so basically £10 for 1.9 miles. I then went straight on to the next job, which was another Uber X, £9.90, another £2 tip for 2.6 miles. So that's where are we? That's like £4 a mile. I then went on to an XL, Southport to Southport, £6.15 for 1.2 miles. Next one, Uber X, Southport to Southport, £4.23 for 2.1 miles. I then had a Formby to Southport. This was at like 10 to 8, so I thought, oh, things are going a bit quiet now, you know. I was kind of getting bored of taking these little £4 jobs, but I thought, well, I'll just take what I can. So it was £4.10 for 2.4 miles, but I think I had to run like a mile or two for it, so it was like £1 a mile, that one. I then had another Southport to Southport, £5.76 plus another £2 tip, so like £7.70, and that was for 1.1 miles. So we almost got £7 for 1 mile. Well, send thanks for that. And then, oh god, where is it? This app keeps like crashing. Sorry, bear with me a second. Oh my word. I hate it when you're scrolling through this and it jumps back like a day for some reason. I don't know why it does it. So anyway, after that job, I then had a down on the front, I think it was like Nando's on the front in Southport there. That was going to Formby, so that was £18.74 plus a £2 tip, so nearly £21 for 7.5 miles, so nearly £3 a mile, wasn't too bad. But then had one in Formby as soon as I dropped them off, Formby to Formby, £3.73 for 1.3 miles. I then had a Formby back into Southport, which was quite handy, £9.13 for 7.8 miles, so not the greatest, but I basically just dropped on it. I think they were like 100 yards around the corner. I'd actually just phoned the wife. I had to pull in because I was going to turn up at the customer before I'd finished on the phone. So I dropped them off, and then I had another Southport to Southport. I have to click on it because it's going slow. Which was £4.89, and that was for 2.9 miles. And then I thought, sorry, I'm going to start heading home now. Save me stopping to charge up. And then a job popped back up, back where I was, like the 10-pin bowling by Nando's there, back to Formby Hall Golf Club, is it? I thought, no, because I knew I wouldn't have enough power to get back home, so I ignored it. And then it popped back up again, and I ignored it. So I dropped this girl off, and then it popped back up again. I thought, oh, I'll take it. So I drove back, which was about 3 miles. It was an Uber XL, £14.84 for 6.3 miles, but then I ran a couple of miles for it. And then so I'm just in Formby now, just getting a quick top up. So my total for today, which is quite good for a Wednesday, I mean last Wednesday I done £141. So this is only the second Wednesday I've done to compare it to. I'm on £192.81, and I've done, including this morning, I've done 4, 5, 6, I've done 7.5 hours, so that's about £25.70p an hour worked out, which is good for a Wednesday, that's better than what I've done on, I think, like Friday night. So yeah, not too bad at all, to be honest. I mean, if my battery was full already from a home charge, I'd stay out until my battery ran flat. But like I said, I learned that mistake last week when I charged up, because it had been busy and I assumed, oh, it'll continue to be like this. It got to 10 o'clock, I got nothing, and I thought, well, that was a waste of a full charge. And then I drove back home, put my car back on charge, but it only had to charge up for like 20 minutes because I was fully charged. So there's obviously a bigger difference. Like, I've stopped at this Polestar one now, and I think it's about 65 pence per kilowatt, you know, which is quite expensive, bearing in mind if I go home now and charge up tonight, it's 7 pence a kilowatt, so massive difference. So I'm just doing enough now to get home, and yeah, it's been quite a good night. Like I said, like £8 just in tips, so they seem to tip quite well in and around Southport. But £192 for the night, yeah, I'm happy with that. The last job then, which was the XL back to Formby, when I turned off, I could see a group of them. I thought there's definitely more than 6 passengers there. Quickly counted them, there was 7. So the guy knocks on the window, I open it. He said, is there any chance you can squeeze 7 of us in? I said, there's no chance. I said, because I'm only licensed to carry 6. Plus, if I get pulled over by the police, I said, you know, I'll get fined and reported to the council, and I'll lose my badge and everything. So 5 of them got in, and they had to order another Uber. So yeah, just something to make yourself aware of, because it can be a bit difficult at times when loads of people are jumping in the back. You might necessarily notice if somebody else has just jumped in the back and they're sitting on the mate's knee, or they're lying on the floor or something. So if you do pull up and see a group, make sure you count them, because if you get pulled over, it's obviously the driver that's going to get done for it. So yeah, that's about it. So I've got enough charge now, just in that time I've been talking. So I'll disconnect, drive home, which is about 15-20 minute drive, and then I will be back out tomorrow, and I will catch you then. Hopefully I'll be fully charged then. Hopefully I'll have another good day. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow. So I've just got home and just wanted to quickly add on to the end of that about what I was saying before about it getting to 10 o'clock and basically dropping off. So I'd left of the charging point and obviously just drove straight home, it was about 20 miles, and I'd left the app on all the way home and didn't get a single job request. So like I said, that was just based off that short amount of experience that I've got. But yeah, once it gets to about 10 o'clock, it just tapers straight off. It might pick up a little bit later on when people are maybe coming out to the bars and stuff. But yeah, on a weekday, 10 o'clock seems to be like the cut-off limit for myself. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you just to end the video. And I will catch you tomorrow.